Let's go to the first word. This is the one. How do we pronounce it? Aspiration. How do we pronounce? Please pronounce along with me. Aspiration. It is a noun form. Aspiration, aspire, aspiring. So those are the other forms. Okay. So let's look at the meaning. The meaning is a hope or ambition of achieving something. That's aspiration. A hope or ambition of achieving something. There's a medical terminology where we describe aspiration of drawing in some foreign object from esophagus to the windpipe. So when it gets into the windpipe, that's called aspiration. There's something called pulmonary aspiration and something similar to that. So what does it mean? The action of process of drawing breath. That is aspiration in medical terms. And then we have in phonetics and literary usage, there's an aspiration. When you exhale and pronounce a word, you call it an aspiration of that particular letter. So the action of pronouncing a sound with an exhalation of breath. H. When you say house, H. So you're exhaling. So that's the meaning. So let's look at the usage so that one each for each of them so that we will understand it in a better way. All right. So the first example is an aspiration to become famous. So you aspire to become famous, and something on similar terminology, you can use this word. You have an aspiration to become a lawyer. You have an aspiration to become a cricketer. So that's how you can use it. And then he is so humble that he has never had any aspiration to earn a lot of money. So this describes the quality of this person. Okay, this is our second word. How do we pronounce it? Ponder. Ponder. Ponder, which is a verb. All right, let's look at the meaning. Think about something carefully, especially before making a decision or reaching a conclusion. All right, so you ponder about something and then take a decision. All right, so let's look at the usage. She sat back for a minute to ponder her next move in the game. So this could be typically a chess or maybe some strategic game where you sit back and try to examine and then take a decision. He continued to ponder the problem as he walked home. So there might be some issue which was concerning him. So while he was going back home, he just pondered about the solution or a problem which was at stake. It happened so quick, he had no time to ponder. So when there is a reaction, you have to be very quick. So you won't have any time. So that's how we use this word in the sentence. All right. So the second word, ponder. Let's go to the third word. Here is the third word, persevere. How do we pronounce it? Persevere. Please pronounce along with me. Persevere. Persevere. It's a verb form. What is the meaning? Continue in a course of action even in face of difficulty or with little or no indication of success. So you're doing something, you have to persevere through that. Even though you're not seeing success or you don't see the light. Okay, so continue in course of action even in face of difficulty or no indication of success. Okay, let's look at the usage. His family persevered with his treatment. So it looks like the treatment was very tough and also financially straining. So the family actually persevered through the complete course of treatment. That's what it means. Next example is the bootstrap startup persevered through the economic slowdown and other hurdles. So the bootstrap startup actually means that they are self-funded and the money is arranged by themselves and not gone for VCs and stuff. They use their money frugally. All right. So during the economic slowdown and a lot of other hurdles, they actually persevered through that. Let's look at the last sentence. If we persevere, we cannot but succeed. So perseverance is something where you have to continuously put in effort, even though you know that it might not fetch you the fruits, but if you continuously do it, one day you will succeed. Okay. All right, so this was our third word, persevere. Let's go to the fourth word of this fourth video, this deep dive. It's a noun form and it's used in informally. It's like using this word in your day-to-day life in office, where you kind of do some deep dive analysis of cause. All right, so it is pronounced as deep dive. Deep dive. Okay, let's look at the meaning of this word deep dive. An in-depth examination or analysis of a topic or a cause or anything where you need to get into that and understand the root cause. All right, so let's look at the usage. It was a deep dive into the unknown. All right, so something which you are planning to do and you are not sure where you will end up, so that's how you use this word here. Okay, and then join us for this fast-paced deep dive into how to market your company. All right, so this is an advertising by a vendor, maybe to a client. They could give some demo. All right, okay, let's look at the last sentence. We are doing a deep dive into allegations that have been made. So this is contextually used by advocates or lawyers in a court to a deep dive into an allegation and find the cause. All right, this was your fourth word, deep dive. Okay, now let's go to our final fifth word, which is a bonus word. All right, let's look at the fifth and final word, which is a bonus word. This is Juggernaut. It's a noun form. How do we pronounce it? Juggernaut. Please pronounce with me. Juggernaut. Juggernaut. This is a bonus word because it was originated from India, literally meaning Lord of the world. Juggernaut. That's where this word got originated. So we have this annual Rath Yatra car festival in Puri, Odisha, which is dedicated to Lord Juggernaut, a form of Lord Vishnu. So that's where huge cars, that is huge raths, are pulled across the roads, and that is such an overwhelming force that it so happens that a lot of people get crushed under that. So that's unstoppable. So that's where the British of those times were overwhelmed, and looking at this force, they coined this word Juggernaut. Juggernaut. So yeah, let's look at the meaning. It means a huge, powerful, unstoppable and overwhelming force. So whenever you want to describe such a thing which is unstoppable or something like that, you can use this word Juggernaut instead of using this simple words. All right, so it also means a large heavy vehicle, especially a articulated lorry. So you see a huge truck which is decorated and which has a lot of lights and a lot of signboards, or it could be the car, that is the Rath itself, which is very huge and decorated, and when it starts it will not stop, literally not stop. Let's look at the usage of this word in the sentences. The well-funded e-commerce startup ran an advertising juggernaut to acquire customers. All right, so whenever startup is well funded, they will go on this juggernaut of lot of coupon codes, lot of advertisements to acquire the customers. The second example, the juggernaut thundered through the highway. All right, so well decorated large truck just thundered through the highway, so that people driving through that just noticed and stopped and looked at it. All right, so the third usage, juggernaut of a thing. So you just wonder, and something which is unstoppable, so you just wonder, saying that juggernaut of a thing. So this is the fifth word for you, which is a bonus word, juggernaut. And the bonus word is because it originated in India and it's little special. Right, let's look at the 5 words which we discussed today. The first word, aspiration. Second is ponder. Third is persevere. Fourth is deep dive. And the final word, which was bonus, is juggernaut. So I'm sure you learned a lot of things here. Keep that in daily usage of your sentences, and comment with your understanding and usage of these words in sentences so that we could review and apprise you about that. Happy learning. Thank you.